passes legislation bill making it easier to get a pistol. They eliminating the permit system, y'all. It's like the real-time purge right here on Keep It P podcast. We'll be right back.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, TZ Von Savage and J Lava is in the fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Von Savage and J Lava on the new podcast. They Keep It P podcast, where they take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P.
I'm Keep It P. As a matter of fact, Keep It P, but then again, Keep It PG, PE. This is Professor Griff. I'm out of here.
All righty. Y'all see them glorious works of art there. Go get your t-shirt there, boy. The link's in the description, boy. Can you read, boy? Man. Can you read, boy? You got your reading glasses on, boy? The link's in the description there, son. Matter of fact, how about I go old school on you one time for the one time? Y'all know this is J Live and this is Keep It P podcast. We take the news, the situations, the everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have not and could have and could not have been. Damn, keeping it P. Sheesh. And I'm not trying to tell you what to think. Oh no, that's not my job. But I am trying to show you how to think when you find yourself mixed up in an anti-racist propaganda war machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media. Then you got the Democrats and the Rethuglicans, both bipartisan, super saiyan, 94-1 on the crime bill targeting you. And you say, Jay, well, why do you say 94-1? Because basically that means that they can get bipartisan and own code when it's time to target your ass, but they can't agree on nothing else. You feel what I'm saying? It's pretty simple. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you hit that like button, the algorithm is going to show this to many more people. You know what I'm saying? YouTube doesn't necessarily share these messages like that, especially when you talking that blackety black empowerment. You dig what I'm saying? But with your help, we can get the information out there to the people who need it. All right, let me see if I can go to the old school one, the old school Sprite. The one where I got like, what this look like? Oh, that's just me. That's just me. I'm like, what is that? Let me see. Do I got one where the display screen? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I like that. And then I can put the article up there for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see. There you go. Oh, it's too big. Y'all want to see me, don't you? Alright, I'm gonna bring it down to about right here. So that way, and I'm telling y'all, them eyebrows have nothing to do with the article, okay? I'm telling you. But anyway, let me see here. Who is that in the chat? You back in that? Yeah, you in here, mama? Check it out. Check this out. Now, let me preface this real quick. The reason why I'm bringing up this article, black people, is A, they're doing the same thing in Texas. B, we just saw the movie Purge Forever just came out, and that was about people who want to keep the purge going on forever. So if you don't know what the Purge is the movie where they give you like 24 hours to kill and do whatever and go wild and go nuts. Well, they did Election Day and they did all of these other little subliminal dog whistle ass movies, but this one is Purge Forever. So why would you show a already sick, demented, mayalistically mayhem society thought of doing this kind of shit forever. Well, they're doing it, and they're letting you know that it's popping off state by state. So I want to read this so y'all get that knowledge. Get that knowledge, son. Listen to what they saying. It says North Carolina State Senate on Wednesday voted to approve legislation that would allow residents to bypass long-standing requirements to obtain permit for local sheriffs in order to purchase a handgun. While Republicans were successful in passing the bill in a 27-20 party line vote, the measure is expected to be vetoed by Democratic Governor Roy Cooper, who has repeatedly signaled his support for additional gun control measures and implementing more restrictions on gun sales. So now they try. See, this is a regular tactic of white supremacy. They're both wings of the same bird. So they're one's supposed to be in opposition, one is supposed to be for something. They fight, blah, blah, blah. I just don't know what happened. We just couldn't come to an agreement. Oh, except for when it's time to target the darkies, then it's 94-1 on the Asian crime bill. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, though. GOP members in the state legislature argue that they require to seek approval from the local state sheriff is not necessarily due to the federal background checks that all licensed gun dealers must conduct. So right now, currently, if you go buy a strap, you gotta wait 3 days, 72 hours or something like that. Anyway, before you even pick your shit up. I don't think you can just go cash and carry. But and I think that's even at a pawn shop or anything like that. I don't think you can just go pick up and walk on out with your joint. But the bill, which has been first introduced in the state house in March and was approved by a lower chamber in May, 69-48 vote, would not end the state's existing requirements to obtain a permit for a sheriff to conceal a weapon. So now there's a difference between open carry and a concealed weapon. They're saying it was in the state's existing requirements to obtain a permit from the sheriff to conceal one. That's a whole different ball. That's a whole different ball of wax. So now, you know, like in open carry states, is cash and carry in NYC? Who is that tapping in? I can't see your name. Hold on. I can fix that. I can fix that though. Foundational Black American 1526. What's up, family? Where you tapping in from? You tapped in before? I like that name. Straight to the damn point. Except the pistol, you need to purchase a permit from the sheriff unless you have one, right? A CCW. So now what they talking about is they finna take away that CCW. Is that what they're talking about? And thanks for tapping in and giving us exclusive knowledge from the state. So that's where you from then, right? Because you know what's popping. Sounds like you know what you're talking about. Are you just a well-traveled individual? Because we do got some very smart, well-traveled, well-cultured individuals here on the the Keep It P podcast. Even though, you know, I use my profanity-laced verbiage sometimes, and you know, we do make fun of and ostracize people, as we should, just like the other news do. You know, I said, but now it's over here. Oh yeah, that's what this is saying. Republican State Senator Chuck Edwards is saying during the floor debate Wednesday that the existing law for handguns is simply just ineffective. The law is a archetype of duplicative, and it they're saying that it's just redundant, basically. However, Democrats have pointed out that the national background check requirements does not apply to private gun sales between two individuals, not that the absence of the state review for handgun sales could increase the chances of weapons falling into the wrong hands. Well, he said you just moved here? Where you moved there from? Wow, now I've never really heard of anybody moving to like North Carolina or nothing like that. How is it down there? Obviously on the B1 side of the game. Because I feel like the North Carolinas, TZ always said this all the time. He like, that's where the revolution is going to kick off. That's where it's going to be started. It's just been something about going down there. And I guess this kind of totally solidifies what TZ was talking about. Look what they're doing. North Carolina Sheriff's Association backed this bill this year, shift from its years ago position to remove the permit requirements. The AP reported that North Carolina Attorney General John Stein, Democrat, spoke out against the bill this week, saying that the state lawmakers must recognize the serious threat to public safety this legislation carries and reject it. Well, it can't be no... he said, rather not disclose that. Real talk, though. That's real, you know what I'm saying? We just be trying to find out what demographic, you know, from where we at. He said, but we need some work, but there are some riders here. Man, there's riders everywhere. That's why I created a forum like this one, man. First of all, to promote Black empowerment. And now we have a platform called Keep It P Raw, which we do on Patreon. And we're going to be going raw tonight at 6 or 7 o'clock because we got to talk about some issues in this community and then people being off code, right? These people is obviously being on code because they trying to get guns easier in the hands of their people. Not like it ain't like they ain't got all the guns anyway. It's almost, you know, I almost kind of see it as like, you know, like they want some healthy and fair competition. They like, okay, y'all get some guns too, so we can go down. But it's really about them being able to pack and be able to blam on a Black person whenever they feel threatened or whatever, and have it on them so they can talk. Because this is how you know when they got it on them. You see it all the time. They talk hella shit. You can tell when a goofy got a gun on them. I can tell because they don't talk the same shit that they talk, not the tough shit when they got the strap. Like I be having my shit too, so I'm, you know, whatever. I ain't getting into some little petty disputes, but niggas they be getting tough Tony like a motherfucker when they got their little shit on it. He said a likely veto to Cooper follows previous moves by Democrat governor to thwart the GOP-led efforts into expanding the Second Amendment protections. In June, Cooper, for the second year in a row, vetoed legislation that would allow parishioners at church to carry weapons, including at religious services held at private schools and some charter schools. Governor said at the time that the legislation presents a significant threat to the safety of the students and the public and the teachers. Well, I would say so, because the last thing we need, he said, this bill does make me smile. Yeah, I would say so too. You know, like, you know, for so long, people in our community even shied away from going, I don't want one of them things in our house. And I'm like, man, what are you, man, listen. You know, I didn't, even though my dad went, what's crazy is though my dad went to Vietnam, like he didn't even show us about guns or have us training in guns and shit like that, which is fucking weird. You know, but then again, I try to process the fact that I don't know what the man probably went through when he was over there, you know what I'm saying? And because I've heard some stories, boy, and they ain't pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard some real gruesome twosomes about the wars. Shit, the man got a Purple Heart. Saved a dude life in the infirmary with the shrapnel to the back of the head. Boom, bam. Like he got. So I done heard the shit and I done seen the shit. Matter of fact, my sister was in the Gulf War, I think, or in the Iraq War, one of the two. So I got veterans in my family and shit, but this gun shit. He said, problem is, even if you're not a felon, tyrant sheriffs and cops and put the word out so that you could be denied. Well, you already know they ain't finna make it easy for no Black person to get strapped. Sheriff should have nothing to do with you owning and carrying your own gun. Hell yeah, if you're legal, that's right. I'd say, man, listen. Criminals who got felonies already ain't stopping them from having a gun. So, I mean, I don't promote doing things unlawfully, but all I'm saying is, you got a God-given right to protect yourself. And even if God is you and you say so, you got a right to protect yourself. But we getting ready to go live on the Patreones. And we got a good topic tonight. We're gonna be talking about this Brother Polite situation, but not what you think, see? Because we don't do that here. We ain't no fucking chatty patties here. But I am about to talk about a couple chatty fucking patties, though. So I don't know if that's an oxymoron. I don't know. But I refuse to do it here on this platform for everybody to see. We're going to talk about the chatty patties. We're going to talk about... Oh, salute to you, Sue. For sure. On the FBA side of the game. Come join us on Patreon, man. It's live call-in, too. So the number be up. We be calling, chopping it up back and forth. This, that, and the other. You can text however you want to do it. But we finna go live on Patreon here just in a second. It's $5 a month to start, all the way up to our FBA writers. Shout out a couple of our premier FBA writers. I can't forget about y'all, but we got a couple FBA writers at the $100 level that gets, matter of fact, got t-shirts, they're on their way and all, and I'm shipping them out. They're shipping to me first, shipping them out to y'all, and your hat. But they get exclusive hats and t-shirts and shit like that on the FBA level. Plus, it's a forum to talk amongst family without mixed company. So, if I do got to give somebody a little love tap on the ass, about being off cold and shit, then that's just what it is. But we try not to disparage people on this junk. You know what I'm saying? We try not to disparage people at all. At least our people. I feel like this. If somebody did something you don't like or bad, even if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say shit at all. It don't hurt you just to shut the fuck up. That's what you could do. It's all type of news to talk about. It's frivolous bullshit to talk about. Talk about somebody else's bullshit. Do y'all hear what? Didn't we just do a story about who the fuck was that? Jeff? I can't even remember his name, but somebody just got caught raping a 12-year-old. And 65, some white dude just did the story. I don't keep that fucking same energy, y'all. See, like I'm getting geared up for Raw right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Keep that same darn energy for that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about. I'm not disparaging black people. You just ain't gonna get me to do it. I'm not. It's too much other shit to talk about. Go to the other news stories and the other news outlets and the other podcasters if y'all want to hear people bash black people all day. I'm not doing. See what y'all need to do and pull your pants up and your bootstrap and cut your hair, get them dreads and take them Jordans. Man, shut up with that shit. I don't want to hear that. But y'all will hear exactly what I gotta say on this Keep It P Raw here in a second. You know what? I might even be able to fit another episode in before I go raw. Here's a little sneak preview of the Raw and what you can expect on the Raw. How about I do this for you?
Savage. You warm up yet? Nothing like this.
Spirit of Ogun, masculinity, all that.
Are you serious? Bro, I'm not even gonna say it anymore. Fucking black guy.
You figure me? Don't be like this guy. Come down here and see me, huh?
That's me fucking shit. 3602 Grammar Street Way, that's where I live.
Come fucking see me. Oh, really, huh? For you to end up like this. Yes, my friend, yes. See, like, this is a little bit of the Raw, y'all, for you, little Raw. This how I get it on the Raw side, y'all. We be on there in the Raw, getting it in the Raw. You know what I'm saying? So come follow your boy, come check me out. You know what I'm saying? On the Raw side. B1 24/7 365. Nothing but the Raw. Matter of fact, you know what? Before I go Raw, let me go get me a little libations and shit like that. I can do all my other little shit real quick before I have to go Raw, man. Y'all know what it is. 4 words that I usually leave you with before I give it to you. Love, peace, the blessing, ends in Maloha and the for sure. What happened to I can't do the 3D thing on here? It don't look the same. I got. Alright. Come hit us up on that raw, bro. Come on, follow us on that raw, bro. On the show enough raw side of the game. Here he is, man. Bring it back,
I bring it back like I took it from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis.
Come on with that raw.
Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM
Do you
me
wanna
and
get
IG.
funky with me?
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I'll slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
I'm on to get your
Take a flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m.
Get your
do it
pull
right. Up late like midnight. Small
Get your
fish,
pull
big
up,
appetite. Get an extra
say
four if you whip it right.
Cause it's the season.
Light bright, got big balls and a good pipe.
It's the season for the pull up. You got to pull it on up down. You got to pull it on up down. You got to pull it on up.
On a wave that you could just go and say this is a possible way for me to go and lay. And I knew it was something couldn't ignore it. It was faith, it was faith. It was flowers in the ditch, and I definitely belong here. Now that I'm here, I'm a champion.
Oh yeah, it's finna go
Yeah.
down on Raw. I forgot about
I'm an
that.
animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog. You coochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center.
Which I grew up living life, which I knew, standing on my toes, graduated with my honors. TC scientific, getting to what's the plan? C, throw the kickbacks, sit back, throwing kicks on.
You better come on over there to the Raw now, bye.